this time we have been catching up.
We get presented as women who are voiceless, women who are only victims, women who cannot stand up and do anything.
Women youth of South Sudan, you are powerful, you are beautiful.
I came in and I saw the number is here. I say South Sudan is alive.
Yeah, so you will permit me to shake the table a little. What we're trying to do here is about reclaiming your voice. And it's always very important because in traditional African societies, they say to you that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. The home is the child's first school. Women are the ones that tell us, my son, why are you crying like a girl? You have begun to create within that child the first seeds of gender equality. Oh, your brother has gone to play, you're a girl, you should be in here in the kitchen. So first of all, you need to find that the power you have has to start with you changing your mindset. Then the elephant in the room there is the dismantling of patriarchy. You must be able to adapt yourself to the changes of your environment. Let me assure you, you will not break the table today or next year. So fist pumping, table bashing, norms attacking in a way that is not civil will trigger resistance that undoes the gains that you have made. What I'm trying to tell you is that all of us thinking we're feminists, we promote gender equality, still go around with a lot of baggage that society has put upon us. I hope that these 2 days is going to help you to appreciate the baggage you carry, but you have a responsibility to make it trend, so that people should know that a bunch of progressive young women have decided to gather in Juba to shake the table.
Just like Mr. Ademole said, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. I decided not to close my mouth. So I started doing what I can do best, and that is writing. The Junubi girl, she dreams beyond, but maturity sets in before nature wants. She does not hold the pain for long, for she is forced to hold a baby first. Forced to wear a wedding dress first before a school uniform. She's always on auction, ready for sale to anyone that has the wanted price. Her life revolves only around chores and marriage. Potential husbands should start asking for educational degrees of Junubi girls in dowry, so that parents start worrying about the education of their girls. Her education should be her adornment. She deserves to dream just like a man. Give her a chance and let her flourish. Girls, not brides.
I didn't know what to expect because I found out about this conference through my mom. We had icebreakers like choosing spirit animals.
Then we have a snake which is very calm, very confident and very bright.
We have fruits, we have animals, we even have insects. Came up with our major superpower, which is resilience.
We also did speed dating where I talked to 10 girls. And honestly, you'd be surprised at how much you can learn from a 2-minute chat.
Build this community and we can raise our voices and we can be heard. I feel like this is the beginning of everything.
From Rejoice, I've learned that always forgive, even if you're in trouble with someone.
I violated all the rules here. I think we're supposed to have like 10 partners, but I managed to reach more than 15 partners. Yeah, so I was actually cheating in all the relationships. So she told me she wants to learn advocacy. Where she comes from, a lot of women are being marginalized. A lot of girls are being forced for early marriages.
It's amazing that something seemingly insignificant turned out to be essential in building connections. Sometimes all it takes is a bunch of determined people and a room to learn new things. Honestly, I didn't even know I could make that sound, but of course it's in my DNA. Anyway, we discussed our passions, strengths, and skills in our circles, then walked around the room reading others. And I found people with similar interests like Rejoice, who's also a content creator.
You look in the Western world, Western Africa, that side of Nigeria, most of them do not work in offices. They simply create contents and they earn money out of that. I was talking to her, and so I pointed out Charity because I found her on YouTube and she creates content. So I am asking us here that if you are passionate about that, maybe we can support ourselves, because really we cannot be looking in politics, businesses and stuff like that, yet some of us are really passionate about content creation.
If we let other people tell our stories, we should not complain about what we end up seeing online about us. And it's even worse for women. If you hear anything, if you Google South Sudanese women, the only thing that will pop up a lot is gender-based violence. Is that the only thing we are experiencing in this country? There's women that are doing a lot of things, but again, we're not out there, we're not sharing. We get presented as women who are voiceless, women who are only victims, women who cannot stand up and do anything. What exactly are we using our data for? Are we just scrolling online? Are we just watching fun video? Like, how intentional can you be with your data? In whatever, it could be business, it could be personal things. And today, if someone is looking for something, you're like, hey, let me Google. But if we're not putting content there, what are you going to find online about South Sudan? It's a privilege we have that young women in other parts of South Sudan don't have because of internet. If you go deeper in the villages, people don't have access to internet.
Alwell's statement hit hard because when I was in Australia, I'd always search up South Sudan on YouTube, and most of what I saw was negative videos. But I want to tell you the truth about South Sudan and women in South Sudan. We are living, thriving, peaceful. Yes, there is negative stuff going on, but there is also a lot of positive content. And I've included a list of South Sudanese creators that you can support in the comments. Look at us. We are here singing. We're using our talents to send a message.
My promised land, my home, my origin, my pride, my patriotism. This is my favorite part. في وعروقي بتجري ومن حبك لا ما بنستغني.
We had discussions with women experts in certain fields that we were interested in. Remember how I said my mom told me about the conference? It's because she was invited to speak as an expert in her field, which is business. And guess which circle I joined? Business. It definitely runs in our blood.
From the age of 7 years, but not in practice, but in imagination. So how do you go to employ them when you don't have the capital? So the capital is, you see yourself, I want to do this. What does she know about me? She's so appearance guy. Yow, impression. What do I have here? She doesn't know. So business is appearance. You appear well. It's not about money. Business is about idea. حتى لو لقوا ماش واحد ده هتلبسوا بكره الليله لو بطلع غسلوا بكره.
I came in and I saw you and the number is here. I say South Sudan is alive. It's very important to be protecting one another. So I want to encourage us. We give ourselves a space. We give ourselves freedom of expression. and we give ourselves an opportunity to learn from one another. You don't know the way we need you. You don't know the way we love you. You don't know. We have to follow the law, the regulations, and we follow also the ethics. If you are a journalist and you don't know ethics, then you are not a journalist. We have to promote the image of the woman. They express the power of the woman. And nobody else is going to do that. We are the ones who are going to do it for ourselves. My phone number is there. Call me. I'm intergenerational. I can do patchwork with you.
Without education, there will be no humanity. So you say, I want to go into politics, I want to become a politician. What are you driving at? You are driving at building a stable society. That's pillar number one. Pillar number two, economics. I'm studying economics. I just want to go, and count the money in the office. You count that money, not to put it in your pocket. Think of this as addressing challenges of a nation. Third pillar, socio-economics development. You are now doing what? Investing in your people. Now we are all the time in the car, boom, 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 from hillar to hillar, potholes. And if we don't have engineers, we have not invested in the engineers. Pillar 4, social change and justice issues. So those countries which doesn't take care of their weak society are no nation. And that's why we say that there has to be recognizing women. But the process of providing education, at the beginning, boys were given an opportunity to go to school first. And then later, they opened the school for girls. So all this time we have been catching up. There was somebody who said that they read the Bible. I read the Bible too. The skills of God has been given to you to become the mother, to continue the creation, to take care of the people. So you are representing who?
You put your point on the media and stick to it. Don't look to those with negative energies that come at you. As for our sisters and grandmothers and aunties in the village who cannot access social media, we said that let's continue to educate them about their rights and also showing them where to go in case their rights are violated. In conclusion, for activism to succeed, coalition is very important and we need to use persuasive language.
There are those three crossroads what the current generation is facing on the formal and informal setup of education. There are other customs and traditions which are not good. They don't promote the well-being of a girl or of a woman. Lakini there are customs and traditions which are positive. We should also concentrate to know which one is the positive. Technology is good and development is good. But addiction to technology becomes a problem. It affects you entirely. Courtship is becoming a problem. You're going with your boyfriend, he's on phone and you're on phone. I have to say, God bless you all. But I sing for you one song. I have a dream, I can see it's you and me. There is peace, there is love, they two must live side by side. Honorable Aluker, take my arm, we shall walk going on and on. Let us try to make South Sudan a better place. Stand up, hold your hand. We shall walk going on and on. Let us try to make South Sudan a better place.
Mashakil da malu, gere ana biga taban wala jan. Ya nisai Junub Sudan. Ukaje mle shabab de. Ma fi repe. Kata betuk mara ita mara di tamam.
عشان زي ده ذاته بدي encouragement للعيال بتاعنا عشان يعرفوا هم يعملوا شنو. في باقي ناس هسه بيجي مدرسة شغل ما في لكن بعد الزمن شغل بيكون كثير للناس.
I will never regret. I'm proud and I will put my head up in the public that I'm a useful woman. It was just a simple idea from one person who did it, who think about it. Look what have he achieved. My body from somehow. A whole country, land, with people. They came up with a big country called South Sudan. And it was just an idea of one person making an organization and now liberating a nation and having people. Isn't it great?
Women of South Sudan, women youth of South Sudan, you are powerful, you are beautiful. I love you all. You are amazing. You're fantastic. I know all of you in 10 years' time, you are the strongest businesswoman in this country. Say amen. Amen. It is about peace and security in this country. If there's no peace, there's no business. Because the first victim of any war or conflict is the business. I'm helping the youth to become very strong business people. So this is creativity, initiative. I don't sit in one place. I go to people, I show people, this is me, I can do this, I can help with this. You know, one day somebody will call you and say, come here.
We really needed this break because what comes next is a serious discussion about the sad reality that we face as women in South Sudan.
We have a GBV bill that is pending in the Ministry of Justice. It's been since 2020, it's almost 3 years. It's not a priority. Does it mean that women's security is not a priority? Business, there's a lot of skills in this room. How can we think practically? Practical things of we are going to use the platform we have, the resources we have within ourselves to do X, Y, Z. It doesn't have to be a long list.
When it's culture in our marriage, you go to the customer, they defend the man. Instead, you are told not to speak. You don't talk. So we have a lot of things to do. A lot. That needs all of us. No one can finish this thing alone unless we all come together.
This is a trigger warning because we are discussing real-life cases of gender-based violence in South Sudan, and there are mentions of rape and murder.
And then for a book luau, imagine seeing on the news that a 6-year-old has been raped and dumped in a latrine. And what made it worse is there were photos of her on the internet.
Because it's a small girl, that's a 6-year-old girl, and she was raped. Like, it was so traumatizing. We all felt traumatized. We were shocked, actually, because why would someone who is a big man do something like that to a small child? We were scared. It was disgusting, actually, because I still can't remove the picture out of my mind. If someone can go to an extent of raping a 6-year-old girl, what about me, who is 21 or 22? And in our country, no one, they feel like it's nothing wrong. The guy that did that is a foreigner, and no one did anything, actually. If we, all the people who did those things, we take them to prison or they charge them, like it will be relieving for all of us. That's by releasing the Anti GBV Bill.
And we are going to be talking about the case of Rebecca and Yuan. Rebecca is one kind of a lady that I got to know maybe like 4 to 5 years. So I got that attached to her in a lot of ways. And when I heard of this kind of incidents, I really felt like we are not made for this world. Justice delayed, injustice denied. Actually, these people are denying her the justice that she really deserves. Because if a person is marrying you, he doesn't own you. Like, actually, he doesn't own you. This late Rebecca left some kids behind. If he has killed like the wife now, who is going to take care of these kids? No one. So please, let's come up and join our hands. Let's fight for all these injustices that we women are facing. Thank you.
Where is the Anti GBV Bill? My broken heart. My heart pounded like the Lotuho drums at the dance arena. It became red like the Indian henna.
Please, a woman, the most beautiful creation. That is the point. Thank you.
She asked me to make a wish since it was my birthday. But then I just called her Lucy. I just hope to create more impact in South Sudan.
I think political is fair. Your dad said you were born in 2003, your mom said 2002. For me, that I was born when it was raining. Happy birthday, so many birthdays between yesterday and today.
Despite these struggles, we have hope that things will change, that we'll be able to live in a country that protects girls' and women's rights. These amazing women continue to push through the difficulties with grace and determination. They hold their heads up high with the most beautiful smiles, saying, "We are proud to be women." Ma Mara Sakit. We are not just women. We are more than that. We are strong, powerful, confident, talented, resilient, and so much more. We have hopes and dreams. We continue to look up despite our challenges. We won't give up because our work is not done yet. No matter how long it takes, we will still take that step forward because we believe that it is worth it. All in all, the wonderful poet Adeng said it best.
Know the road to greatness has many thorns, but I will never stop believing in myself because nobody knows what tomorrow holds, but we all know who holds tomorrow, and that is God. Thank you.